All right, let's talk about how to make aerogel, literally the world's lightest solid material.
I mean, look at it. It's like frozen smoke. But it's all science. So let's get into it.
So how is this stuff even possible? Well, it all comes down to something called sol-gel synthesis. Okay, recipe number one, the classic silica aerogel. This one's based on a chemical called TOS. Now, for this to work, every single chemical here has a really specific job to do. Basically, you're just carefully making two different solutions, and then you're going to mix them together. That liquid mixture, it's called the sol. Pour it in a mold, and it sets pretty fast. All right, recipe number two. This one uses TMOS. It makes some really high-quality, clear aerogels. But listen up, safety first here. TMOS is seriously hazardous. You need goggles and a fume hood. No excuses. You'll see the materials are pretty similar, but the key players here are TMOS and methanol. And again, the process is pretty much the same idea. Mix your two main solutions together.
You know, a lot of people actually find TMOS a bit easier to work with than TOS.
Okay, on to recipe three. Now we're gonna make this stuff waterproof. This is cool. So the whole goal here is to flip the script. Make the gel repel water, not suck it up. So this time, you start with a gel you've already made and just modify its surface. It's a bit of a process. You swap the solvent, soak it, and then give it a little heat. And here's the magic. That TMCS actually changes the gel's surface chemistry, making it totally waterproof. No matter which recipe you used, you end up here. Now for the trickiest part, drying it. You've got two options. Supercritical drying with CO2 is standard. But if it's waterproof, there's an easier way. And there it is, the final product. A solid with this cool blue haze and crazy light. So now that this science is more accessible, you gotta wonder, what's gonna be built with it next?